Welcome to a thrilling collaboration between Bhraman and the Indian Paranormal Society. From spine-chilling encounters to mind-bending mysteries, we unravel the unexplained and challenge beliefs in this captivating podcast series. So set yourself to question reality itself, and let's get started with today's video. जो लोग ouija boards, कार्ड्स या एक और भी जैसे डाइसेस एंड ऑल वो सारे तरीके यूज करते हैं
चैलेंज
या ब्लडी मैरी एंड ऑल ऑफ दोस थिंग दैट हैपन. अब ये तो डायरेक्ट हो गया कि ओके यू आर ट्राइंग वेरी स्ट्रांगली दैट इट शुड हैपन. देयर हैव बीन केसेस जहाँ पे लोग एक पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम पर हैलुसिनेट करने लग जाते हैं कि उनके साथ वो हो रहा है. कैसे समझ में आएगा कि आपने किसी चीज को लिटरल वे में, पैरानॉर्मल एस्पेक्ट में मैं बात कर रहा हूँ, लिटरल वे में आपने किसी को मैनिफेस्ट कर लिया है? और पहली बात, ये मैनिफेस्ट करके आप सच में पहली बात स्पिरिट्स को, कैन यू कॉल अपॉन स्पिरिट्स? डू दे रियली अपीयर बिफोर यू just through your manifestation? Is it possible?
People believe that some people have the ability to manifest spirits for personal gain or for any kind of
So
motive.
using materials to satisfy your manifestation, कि बस ये हो जाएगा. तो उसके लिए and the same things which they do, जितने भी rituals अगर कुछ कर रहे हैं, religious, non-religious, can this also be applied for the job wala and partner wala thing that
I mean, so if you traveled in local trains in Mumbai, you'll see posters being put up in almost all the compartments where they claim that this particular godman has the ability to create.
Or some astrologer has कि आप ये पहन लो और वो पहन लो और
ये पहन लो और you will get the partner who you already lost in life. वो दौड़ते आपके पास चले आएंगे and all that. I mean that is ridiculous.
वापस आ जाएगा.
हाँ, वो वापस आ जाएगा या फिर आप उस पे वशीकरण करोगे और ये. And there is a huge market. I'm not even joking, right? There's a huge market for that in India.
So they're trying to recreate Harry Potter and Deathly Hallows.
Right. And then I know somebody who has personally kind of visited these places because they were falling sick for a long time, and then somebody told them that this is because there's a spirit who's attached to you and all of that.
Okay.
So they might have seen that advertisement in the local trains, and they actually visited that place. And that was a legit place, right? I mean, there was a person who's sitting there and he has all kinds of bottles in
पूरा
his
setup है. हाँ.
It's a room where there's a person who's sitting and he has all kinds of different sizes का bottle.
Correct.
And when this person who goes there asks him, right, कि ये क्या है सब, तो वो सीधा उनको पूछते हैं कि आपका क्या काम है, right? आपका क्या काम है? उसकी basis पे he says कि this spirit will work for you.
अच्छा.
In this manner, आप पैसा चाहिए तो ये ले लो, partner चाहिए तो ये ले लो.
So they sell spirits in bottles.
Yes, they sell spirits in
to
bottles
get your
at
job
different
done.
rates.
Okay. At different rates.
Rates, yes. And and every spirit has its own timeline.
अच्छा.
इतने टाइम में ये काम करेगा, उतने टाइम में, और उन्होंने नाम भी दिया वो स्पिरिट को, right? So it's ridiculous. I mean, people are selling this, but then and this is happening across. This is happening across. In fact, believe in a metro city like Mumbai, if this is happening, right? I cannot even imagine in places where there is not much of awareness about paranormal research.
See, brings me to this point where when we say that we have to take shelter or we have to take assistance of such a bizarre कि हाँ ठीक है, हमको जाना है, कोई होगा तांत्रिक या और जो भी हम कहें, ठीक है, somewhere it gets triggered when you sense a fear of failure, जिसको हम कभी कभी कहते हैं कि लक काम नहीं कर रहा या डेस्टिनी, एंड पीपल मेक यू सो स्ट्रांगली बिलीव इट कि ओके आपके डेस्टिनी में नहीं है या आपके लक में नहीं है, सो देन यू नीड टू टेक सम ऐसा आपको आउटसोर्स करानी पड़ेगी कुछ एनर्जीज आपके ऐसा लाइफ में, जहां से ये मैनिफेस्टेशन का गेम लिटरल वे में शुरू होता है.
Correct.
तो आप सारा वो टोना भोना ये वो सब आप करोगे.
And in fact, I think these people who are sitting there in power, right? These godmen or
they know that how to,
right?
They know how to develop that sense of fear in you.
I think they are better at understanding human psychology than most of the psychologists out there who have a degree, but they probably don't know how to kind of use that particular knowledge to empower someone. But these people are doing it in a different way, where they are doing it for their own personal motive or gain. Right? Unless if there is, and again, through this video, we're not trying to promote that particular business, but we are trying to create this sense of awareness that if you know of somebody doing that, or if you have been a victim of that particular thing, right, there are certain legal actions to be taken against these people, because that is outright, not acceptable. Right?
दो क्वेश्चंस यहाँ पे एविडेंटली आते हैं. पहली एक चीज, हम जब कहते हैं कि ये फेक है, जो हमें पता है एज इंटेलेक्ट, लिविंग इन एन इंटेलेक्चुअल सोसाइटी, तो हमें पता है ये फेक है. तो अब एक कॉन्फ्लिक्ट ये होगा कि अगर ये फेक है तो
हम्म,
इसे बहुत टाइम पहले खत्म हो जाना चाहिए था,
correct.
एज इन ड्यू कोर्स ऑफ टाइम, जैसे बहुत सारी चीजें कॉन्सेप्ट खत्म हो गए कि अर्थ इज फ्लैट लाइक
हाँ,
दैट,
yes.
राइट? सो ये इस चीज को भी खत्म हो जाना चाहिए था,
हम्म,
बट कई जगहों पे आप देखोगे दैट दिस इज द सोल सपोर्ट सिस्टम फॉर, एंड आई एम नॉट टॉकिंग अबाउट रूरल प्लेसेस इन
हाँ,
इंडिया
हाँ,
और एनी अदर कंट्री, इट्स लाइक हाउ वी लिव इन अ मेट्रोपॉलिटन सिटी,
yes,
ऐसी जगहों में
yes.
जहाँ पे पीपल आर स्टिल लैच्ड ऑन टू सच थ्योरीज, सच टोना टोटकास, कि उनको लगता है अब हम कोई एक पत्थर पहनने से या हम कोई एक हर दिन कुछ ये कर लेने से
Hmm,
हमारी मैनिफेस्टेशन विल ड्रीम्स विल टर्न इनटू रियलिटी.
yes.
How, as per you and your expertise, how is this market running so smoothly since generations and decades and centuries?
Again, very simple answer to this is, one is people want, I mean, as you are growing in a metro city, as you know, the cost of living is growing, expenses are growing, people want to find shortcuts to success, right? So I think greed is one answer for that. Like, people are really becoming more greedy in terms of ensuring that they need
Hmm.
quick fame, money, success, riches, whatever you call it, right? And then they are trying to find alternate routes to do that. Okay, some might do
Also
it.
competition के
Yes.
हाँ.
And again, you see, this is not happening only in the paranormal field, right? People, I mean, there have been so many scams that have come out recently where people are asked to invest in a particular, whatever cryptocurrency or what
Hmm.
things, in the promise of giving them a higher return, right? And then that entire plan fails. There was a part of,
Hmm.
I had got a lot of complaints from people saying this particular individual is involved in that,
अच्छा
in this kind of scam. So I disguised myself as a client, right?
अच्छा.
And I reached out to him and I just told him that, I feel I have these many degrees with me, but somewhere I'm unable to achieve the success. I'm not getting a job. You won't believe, but upfront he asked me for 25,000 rupees. He said, I will do this particular thing. I will send you a kit. आपको मैं
हाँ.
kit भेजूंगा घर पे जिसमें एक whatever कबूतर का feather होगा. I don't know what. So he actually mentioned that these are the things that I'll get in a kit along with a
और फिर
black stone.
उसमें रिचुअल्स बताएंगे कि क्या करना है
हाँ,
उसके
और
साथ.
उन्होंने नहीं रिचुअल्स भी उन्होंने बोला कि मैं ही करूंगा
अच्छा.
और ये किट आपके घर पे पार्सल आ जाएगा. सिर्फ द ओनली रिक्वायरमेंट इज आपको अपफ्रंट 25,000 रुपीज मुझे
25K
देना
देना,
पड़ेगा.
हाँ.
And that person is an engineer. Okay, he is by profession, he's an engineer.
That
He
does
has a
not
job.
mean engineering does not pay, guys. ठीक है,
Right,
yeah.
so he's an
हाँ.
engineer, he has a job in an
हाँ.
MNC. He's staying within he used to stay in
Hmm.
Mumbai, but then I think what has happened is because of a lot of movement against superstition and anti
Hmm.
superstition का वगैरह जो भी movement हुआ था,
हाँ.
उसके वजह से there are strict laws in Maharashtra. For the people who are not aware,
Right.
you are not allowed to practice black magic or cause any kind of fear or panic among people
Right.
in the name of black magic.
Hmm.
If you are caught doing so under the law, you can be I mean, there is a separate act, black magic bills has been passed, and there is an anti superstition act under which you can be arrested
Okay.
openly, right? So anybody caught practicing or caught using the
Spreading any
term
kind
black
of,
magic,
yeah.
yes, पैसे के लिए अगर कोई भी caught होता है तो उनको they'll be jailed, right? There is no other alternative to that. So having said that, this person then moved his base from Mumbai to Surat. That was the last I knew about him. And after that, I posted about him online, and
Hmm.
I mean, with his name, with all the proof that I had, I posted
अच्छा.
about it online. After that, I don't know where that person has gone. But he did try to contact me in between, but I had blocked him completely because I think somewhere he knew
हाँ.
that I was not a client, and he had his suspicion. But then he
हाँ.
didn't do any kind of background check on me.
अच्छा.
And the moral of the story is that he quoted money from me, right? And he said that once I pay him, everything will be done.